Hello Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Now today I wanted to show off my FAL PMAG here. They come in hex as well as in Pmag design based off of the Magpul Pmags and I forgot who makes the hex mags. The ones that I'm going to distribute will have a pattern at the bottom, much like the hex mags that I have here, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about mag and how it works and why I made it. So let me show you that it does work. There's the hop lip right there. You have to make sure you actually insert it correctly. It's really hard to insert it when you're not holding it. Alright, you see like that? It's a lot easier to do it when you just, there you go. I tried to do it from the side here and it didn't want to go in. So why did I make this mag? Well, the original metal mags, they are not very good. Even I have 2 of the mid caps, I have 3 of the high caps. The high caps don't really feed all that well. The mid caps don't feed ever. They'll feed every 5 shots. And also, they actually decrease the life of the FAL body. Since the body is not made of a very durable material, doing this a lot over and over again will actually degrade the mag well, and it will open it up and it will make so that the mags wiggle around a lot more. And with the Pmags that I made here, they are actually made out of nylon and they're plastic, so it's not going to do that. Also, they don't really wiggle at all. So put that away. And I am aware that there is already, this has already been a thing for a bit now, but they use whoever, I forgot who makes them, but whoever makes them, you have to use the Vietnam era M4, M16 short mags to fit into here. And the extraction hole is actually tilted. It is not straight. I had to shoot the screw in there to just jam it straight through. I don't very much care for it, honestly. I was just ready to settle for this design, but I just saw so many problems with it that I had to do something else. And also, these mags are really hard to source, unlike the K120s from KWA. And I'm not really ragging on this person at all. Like, I appreciate that they made this design, but also you can't buy these anywhere. You have to buy the design. If you want to make your own mid cap instead of using the Vietnam like mid cap, I mean, have fun doing that. But I didn't like that, so that's why I decided to make my own. With all that being said, you are going to have to do a bit of post-processing when you actually receive your K120 Pmag for the FAL. So what you got to do is take out your innards. Now, this by itself will not fit into the shell correctly. And you might be saying, well, that's just you being lazy because you didn't make the hole right. Well, actually, I don't actually have a lot of room in there to expand forward like the hole here, because it will just go right through this and it will be poking out through here. So yeah, this is kind of mandatory. So I'm going to show you the parts that you are going to have to take off. And you don't need a Dremel for this. I have actually done this with household scissors and a filing iron, just to like kind of see that it was possible to do it if you don't have like a $60 Dremel. And don't worry, I'm not going to talk during this process. So you're not going to miss anything, so don't try to hear too hard. So you're going to need to take off this tab here, make it as smooth as possible, the back tab here, and just cut. You don't need to remove this entirely, just cut this halfway off. So make sure you take the excess off here. Make sure it's not going on the sides there. Let me get a little touch up. I'm aware that that bit right there is not the right bit to be doing this with, but hey, it works. All right. All right. This one doesn't need to be as so refined, just have to make sure that the sides don't have anything on them. And look at that, it fits right in. My mag got covered a little. If you see it poking out like that, that means that it is too high up. And with my older material that I used to make these out of, that would mean that you would actually like take this off. And if you try to insert it like that, but since this material that I now use to make all of my really rigid parts is like 10 times stronger than the last, it's not really a problem, it just means it won't even go in. So make sure that with your new mags, you have to press them down. It does not have to be completely flat. It just has to be like really in there. And if you notice this right here, this is a printing error that I had. This is not what the mags are going to normally look like. That was caused from me changing the spool because it ran out. If a mag looks like this, I will not ship it to a customer. This is just for me. And if I do ship it, I'm going to discount it severely. There you go. It is all set. And I was really not wanting to tell people that you have to do that, but it might scare some folks off. But they feed really well. I never ever have misfires with this thing. There you go. You just have to do that every once or twice to really get everything off of it. Once you have it down completely and just do that, and it'll just come out easier and easier every time. Now, another detail I wanted to add about this mag is that the hole here used to be centered with the version 1 of this. Let me go pull out the reason why I did not center it. Alright, so they do fit a bit tight into 308 like pouches. That's just kind of something to look out for. The hex mags are a bit thinner than the Pmags by a little bit. But if you notice here, when I had it centered, I couldn't eject the internals of the mags out with it being there, because then I'd have to shove this sideways, but I offsetted it just so I can get it out. Sometimes they just fly out, yeah. Oh, I'm putting it upside down. Oh my god, it's giving me a little bit of resistance. And these do not come out. You can swing them around, you can bang them on a desk, you can try all... I thought that was a crack. Oh no, it's just a little over extrusion there. You can do that. You can reload them really rough if you want. Like, these aren't going to break. Do not try to do oh yeah, sorry. I'm putting it in wrong. There you go. Do not try to do the push-up, the mag push-up. You will break something, and it will not be the mag. It will be your gun. These guns are really sensitive. I am going to have to blow dry this off just to get all the dust out of there. So keep out for that. Keep a lookout for that. And one last thing that I wanted to address before ending the video is, how do you reload these things? There is no Odin adapter for the FAL, or at least I don't know of one. You could just put this in there, but I kind of outgrown this. I don't like using these anymore, the little push loaders. It's like, well, how do you use the Odin Sidewinder? Well, the reason why I made ejecting the internal so easy and important is because what you can do, I do this all the time on the field. So this isn't just me saying, we'll just do this really long, tedious thing. You then make sure that you have the shell on here. I have figured out the hard way that if you were to just stick your internals like that without a shell around it, you see this split here that I have in my innards? It's because the BBs will triple stack up and open the internals completely out. I have had a mag where it completely exploded, and the lip and the spring here just flew out. I had to go find it and reassemble the mag and everything. All you have to do is shove this in here. You don't even need to relock it. You don't need to do any of that. Just make sure you have it pinned to the floor, and then you can load it up and shoot it out with your thumb and load it back in, and you are done. You don't need to do, it's not so hard to do. So now that you guys know everything there is about the FAL PMAGs, I guess I'll just show you some footage of me actually using this on field. So thank you for keeping this platform relevant and alive. I always see it on e-bike being sold out, and it's just a shame that the mags are the one thing holding this gun back, and it's a really cool gun. I love the blowback feature on this. Alright, you guys have a nice one now.